Well, everybody, it's your boy Guzman John back with another video. You know, guys, um, I'm here to bring you another review of something a little bit different that I've kind of watched. So, what I watched, but it was on Snapchat. So, on Snapchat, I was scrolling through Snapchat, a couple days ago, and I found something called Dead of Night, which was like a small video series. It would be, we call it classify as a TV series that ran on Snapchat. And the way, for me personally, the way it worked, what it was is called The Dead of Night, and it's basically a zombie apocalypse TV series that takes place in Houston, Texas. And it follows one girl named Anna, some Chinese name. I can't say her last name. It's hard to pronounce, but it's her name's Anna, and so we're gonna call her Anna from this. And the series kind of uses Snapchat, Instagram, uh, Skype, and I believe regular text and phone call. So, anyways, Anna, the first two episodes is Anna at home with talking to a friend or something like that, while things are starting to go on outside. And her dad works for the CDC in Houston, Texas, and her boyfriend, or either her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend, works. Dad's a colonel in the army, and and one of her friends gets attacked while she's watching the TV, talking to her, and yeah. Turns out her dad is technically responsible for the virus, technically not, and also technically the virus is basically Kuru. What Kuru is a disease that you usually get from eating brains, and what it does is basically pokes holes in your brain, makes you very sensitive to sunlight, kind of shaky and jittery, and I never known that it made you attack or eat people, but it does give you poor impulse control and sometimes violent outbursts, but never ever attack and eat someone like these people are doing. Now, the one thing I like about this situation is because the zombies in this film aren't really zombies; they're really infected. They have some motor function, if you get my drift. They can kind of think, kind of not. But the thing is, when it hits sunlight, I love this because this is actually true. Usually, sometimes when it comes to people with Kuru, they end up freezing. Like they're frozen. There's an actual scene in the movie or in the show where a group of kids are like on a rooftop, you could say. One has a stick, and there's a bunch of them like lined up in like a kind of like a row. It's like they're like shaking, but they're like kind of like still. And then they start poking them with them, and one kind of moves its eye, but it's not like it's gonna attack. It just kind of freezes them. So and it's funny how because these zombies kind of evolve. They realize, okay, the sunlight's bad. So I'm gonna have to stay out of the sun. So they end up actually going during the daylight hours. They end up going into the what's it called, the sewers and any dark buildings. Not only that, this is all about Anna trying to get out of the city of Houston because her ex-boyfriend's dad has set up a blockade, and he is actually bringing, she kind of exposes what they're doing because he set up a blockade blocking survivors that are not infected, and it's causing some survivors who are military to create like a terrorist organization and are basically killing soldiers and taking their weapons and stuff. And she ends up in the end of the series, which I think was a big slap to the face, gets bit. The last episode, she ends up getting bit at the very end. After she runs basically gets out, but because of her boyfriend's help or her ex-boyfriend's help or whatever, I think they get back together midway through, if I'm not mistaken. And she becomes a low-key badass. Like she uses she hides up in this one area, I forgot what it was, and rigs security cameras, motion cameras. They call it that alerts when motion, and she becomes a hit list member on a hit list because of she says that called the current her boyfriend's dad and says if you don't get the survivors out in 24 hours. I'm gonna expose that this the project or that you were working on, Project 413, was a military project, and you're responsible for the cause of this. He also arrests her dad, which he had nothing to do with it. Yes, he was doing his job at the CDC, but he was only following the colonel's orders, technically, or the military's orders. I like how that she does blows the whistle on this. She blows the whistle about how the military isn't helping, and she ends up becoming like this low key, like becomes a celebrity while this is all going on, like causing people to riot to free her. And like there was an actual scene where she's like on CNN, and they're like, this Anna should be held, and for her should be arrested. She is breaking the law. She is inciting, causing people to incite violence. Like that's not, dude. She's trying to do whatever they can do to get you to understand that the military aren't helping them. They need help. Like, because they're literally just like, the military's like, we've done everything we could. We're blocking it the area. Or like, and they say this is how the infection spreads. Through bite, blood, or contact with, bite, blood, or contact with any, any contact with, fluids of the infected. See, here's the case. They ended up protecting the infection will spread throughout Houston in weeks. That's not true at all. If you stay in the fucking sunlight, you'll be fine. You stay in lit areas, you'll be fine. You won't have a problem. Like I said, the only way it's going to be caused is if you get bit or get infected blood into your body somehow. It's the only way you're going to get the disease in this series. They're like, but. And then when she finally asks for the help and he says, I'll give you 24 hours, he drops in air supply. That's all they're going to do, which is bullshit. Honestly, I hate this Colonel guy. But it was a great series. I think it was like 10 episodes, maybe. I think it was 10 or 9. They're like range from like 24 minutes, I think. Like 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20. But they were pretty good episodes. I have no real problem. That was a really good series. For it being like on Snapchat, it was really well done. The only thing I wish I would have done better was probably her not getting bit towards the end, because that means there still has to be a season 2. But hopefully she doesn't die. I mean, who knows, But she might be dead. She could be dead for all we know, because it looks pretty bad where she got bit, because it didn't show you like the actual bite wound. It just shows she got bit around here on the neck. And it blood like right here. She wasn't like bit like hard, like her. She was bleeding enough, like badly, but she got bit. Like she got bit. But other than that, it looked like a very good series. Or season. It was pretty good in my opinion. I mean, if you don't believe me or you want to test it out for yourself, go watch it. It's called Dead of Night. Again, Houston, Texas, I think was a great idea for it. Personally, I don't really care about it. I like Houston, Texas, but it's not like I don't go there. The only place I've been in Texas is Dallas because I have family there. But Houston is a really good place. I really like how they brought like politics into this and stuff, and because that's one thing that you don't get about zombie movies is the politics behind them. Like people actually have to. I'm sorry. In the military case, I don't trust military in the zombie apocalypse. I will not trust them. I don't trust the CDC. I don't trust the military because 9 times out of 10, the people who do trust them end up getting bit, end up getting hurt, or end up dead. I am not trusting them. Me and my band of survivors. That's all I'm going to trust. That's all I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust my band of survivors. It's all my band of survivors mean my friends and my crew that are going with me through this situation. That's the only people I'm going to trust. I'm not going to trust the military. I'm not going to trust the CDC. Hell, I'm not going to trust a fucking police officer. I'm going to trust myself and my friends. All I'm trusting. Because if you only trust those, like the fewest people, those you'll survive longer than you will if you trust like the police officers or the military or everything like that. So you think 9 times out of 10, Military encampments are the ones that always end up dying in it. Like in a movie, have you ever seen a movie, a zombie apocalypse movie? They're like, oh yeah, we're going to this military base, and what do they happen in the military base? It's all destroyed, and everyone there's zombies, and they're dead. You know, they end up getting killed, or worse, they end up getting bit. Same thing with the CDC. People are usually dead. So otherwise, it was a great movie. It was a great series. Definitely go watch it. It's called Dead of Night. It's on Snapchat. Then you can just type it into your search bar if you have Snapchat. And if you don't have Snapchat, sign up for Snapchat just to watch this and then delete it, because I swear to God, it was great. That's it for this video. Remember, like I said before, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my videos. It really helps me out. If you made this far into the video, thank you so much. It really helps me. And please subscribe if you think I've earned the subscription. Please subscribe. It only takes 3 seconds out of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goosebumps out. Peace. You have a scary night now, guys.